do this. Come on. Now we're getting somewhere.
Hey everyone, it's Matt here, and I want to talk to you a bit about the top 500. I saw a discussion on Reddit the other day about the top 500, and someone suggested that it might largely be filled with Smurfs from high-level players who have already reached the top 500. Interestingly enough, in the comments one guy chimed in and said that he's currently in the top 500 and has a total of 4 accounts in there too. He linked his Twitch for proof, which I didn't bother to check, but it did make me think, how many Smurfs are there in the top 500? Before we take a look, I want you to guess. It could surprise you. Well, it's a difficult one to check really. The reason it's quite difficult to check is that the main indicator of a Smurf account is their level, mixed with the number of seasons that they've played in, and how many games they've actually played in this season or those seasons. An obvious Smurf would have a ridiculous name, very few games played, and be a low level. Some of them aren't obvious like that though, so I've been through and picked out as many as I could that I could confidently mark Smurf for the purpose of this exercise. I may have gotten a few wrong, and I'm sorry about that, but overall it should be a reasonable test to see how many people are actually smurfing. Let's begin. On page 1, we have Valkyra. I can't find anything online about them, and they've played so few games throughout the seasons that I can only assume they have another account that they mainly play on, or they're an aspiring pro player that hasn't been discovered yet. Nothing on page 2. Page 3, we have MMR Assassin and Grace God, who is an alternative account to Graceful, I think. Page 4, we have Deadly Feet. 5, we have Scuffed May and Dante, who is an alternative account of, well, Dante. Kawaii and Mo and Quicker. Page 6, we have Spandex Lord, Pluppy, an account of TVIQs, and WMTT. Page 7, we have Shadow's account, Maymain, and Sipaz, an account belonging to Zappiz, who plays for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Page 9 is Destro 2. I can only assume an alternative account for the player Destro. Page 10 is Da. 11 we have MMR Terrorist. 12 Luke V2, Neo and Unnamed, and Emil. 13 Cool Story Bob. 14 Lost Stars and Woof Woof Woof. 15 Ricketts. 16 Plebescent, Alex and Dolan. 17 Jeff. 21 we have Soinorid. 22 Seraph. 23 Tekken. 25 Danye. 26 Greta. 27 Hanzo69 and Dungeon Master. 29 Hanzo or AFK and Elgod. 30 we have Cabba on Twitch. 31 Zappy. 33 there's ex-Poo Sniffer X and Misty Lelo. 34 is Freak D, I guess, Leaf and Fish. 35 is Aimer8. 36 RNG Gods and Rich Higger. 37 Grumble Hog. 39 Nisio Chapan. 41 we have Revision. 43 is Boosted, like literally his name is Boosted. 44 is Press Q. 45 Tomsky and again. 47 is Dr. Solar Q, and on page 49 there's Mr. Cake Guy symbol thing. So that's how many Smurf accounts I could actually see from the leaderboard, a grand total of 57, over 10% of the top 500 players. Interestingly enough, I actually expected more. Although this isn't the best test because there are probably other accounts that have had far more time spent on them, so they're not obvious Smurf accounts. It does make you think though, if you removed these 57 players, it'd lower the bar to enter the top 500 and you would actually have the top 500 players and not the top 443. I can see why people would be disappointed that there are quite a few Smurfs in the top 500 because people who are just under the SR boundary are actually deserving of a place in the top 500. That being said, it wouldn't drop the boundary by much in the end, and I can't think of any solution to this. Like I said, I imagine far worse. I was expecting over 100 Smurf accounts to be in the top 500 from what I'd read on Reddit. But remember, this is the EU top 500, so it could well be the case in other regions. Let me know what you think about this, and what you were expecting. Do you think it's a problem? Can you think of a solution? Because I can't. Thanks for watching guys. Remember to leave a like and sub if you enjoyed the video and want to see more.